Azab. What's going on, everybody? I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Just wanted to come on real quick and tell y'all Happy New Year. May the upcoming year be very prosperous, bring stability, great health, and abundance of opportunities to everyone who deserves it. All the good people out here. All the good people out here. Salute. And Happy New Year. For sure, for sure. You know, just take heed on the good things you got in your life. Take heed. Take heed, notice, appreciate the good that you have in your life, the blessings. Things can change at a split second at any point. In my book, which, for whatever it's worth, if I have, well, I think health is absolute wealth. You have your health, man, you're blessed. Health is wealth. Because with that, you can conquer everything and anything. You know, peace of mind, right? You're able to manage challenges in your life. You're fortunate, for sure. Happy, wow, like 2025 is the last day. It's pretty much over. 24, less than 24 hours. In some parts of the world, it's closer. Much less than 24 hours would be 2026. You know what I'm saying? Like some people live in 12, maybe 14, 15 hours in the future, maybe more. How about that? I think it's 25 has just been remarkable in many ways. In many ways. Man, talk about lessons learned. Lessons have been learned for sure. Lessons have been learned. Like, I tell you, man, like, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know? And as far as crypto's concerned, if you were able to come out unscathed, congratulations, you did a great job. Like, as far as like you dealt with the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of this volatile market we call crypto. Good job. Salute. Bravo. But if you were on a chain like Pulse Chain and you weren't a grifter, you weren't a scammer, you weren't a scamming piece of garbage, and you're paying the price for that in not so favorable way for trying to do things without hurting people and yourselves, and you feeling a little bit disappointed, you're not alone. You're not alone, man. Like, some people just don't understand how critical it is to basically be the head of your own life. So why would they understand the disadvantages, the errors, the weaknesses, the flaws of situations of an operation where the top, the head person in charge, or the leader is displayed a great deal of problems. If you can't manage your own life, right, you don't know how to really deal with problems, and you're irresponsible, you're reckless. How can you really see the errors in, for example, the founder of a blockchain who's basically presented a gross lack of leadership? You can't lead your life properly. How could you see the error in someone else leading an entire blockchain? Because all huge problems and things that you can think of that are complex, they all start from simple beginnings. That's why I believe you cut the head off, the body will fall. And in this case, as far as Pulse Chain, the founder decided to no longer really engage like he used to no longer engage in the similar ways that basically built, created, right, his relevance and community and following. You know, you don't stream anymore. Not only do you not stream anymore, and stream meaning like seriously, like real time, like engage, connect with your audience, connect with people who became believers and supporters. When that changes and that shifts, you got to deal with the consequences of that. You have someone who decided to no longer be active and present as he once was, and fails to see how that had deep adverse effects on the chain. Would you, if anybody who catches this stream or replay gang, you think about this when I say this. Would you have invested in this ICO if you would have known that the leading person, in the ICO, Prosperity Tech, peace, yo, if you would have known that the leading person, the face of the ICO, would have disappeared for 3 years, would you have invested in the ICO or sacrificed the same way you did? It's easy for people to say, oh, it's easy for even him to say he hasn't gone anywhere, he didn't disappear. It's just, this crypto thing is weird, it's bizarre. It's easy to say the person, oh no, you're still around, you're working hard. You're working hard, you're doing all this stuff. It's easy to say that. But in reality, the truth is, that's not the case. You see, it's looking like Prosperity Tech, it's looking like you made a great move. A great decision, a wise decision, very smart. You know how many people, maybe even including myself, would have done the same thing you did or wish that we did the same thing that you did? You know? You know what I heard someone say in a Telegram group? Somebody, like, this was one of the realest things. Like, it's crazy, but it's so real, people. Like, it's so real. The person said, the best time to buy Pulse Chain is tomorrow. And I say that thinking about what you just said right there, Prosperity Tech, that you kept trying to look for a re-entry point, but the price just kept going lower and lower. That's what made me think of that. That it looks like the best time to buy on this chain, everything is in reverse. Like everything you think, like I remember when I was on the panels, when I was streaming and inviting people to talk on the panels, those I was having fun streaming. It's different now because the whole vibe is so trash with Pulse Chain. But when I was streaming like last year and maybe the beginning of this year, not I don't know, but really last year, and vibing with other people, different people, but mostly folks who held the core coins, and we were talking about, oh yeah, buy the effing dip, accumulate when it's low. That's the best time to acquire these coins because when they get to a certain price, you might not ever be able to catch them at the same crypto rhetoric. Thinking that you're doing something. You want a DCA so you could bring your overall average down. If you bought the top, just keep DCAing on your way to to zero to bring your numbers down. Which, if you're dealing with something that's legit, if you're dealing with something that really works and has value, what there's nothing really wrong with that. But in this case, everything worked the opposite. Everything worked in reverse. The dude cursed himself. First of all, you come out with a token called Hex. You cursed not only the crypto space, that's how I felt. That's why I didn't like him, and I didn't like the token. It wasn't because of where's the ETH, where did it go, recycling ETH. I just thought this guy was a maximum weirdo who wore a top black hat. I just thought he was a magician. Like, what are you doing, sir? What is this? And why you call this coin that? And got these funky, bright, zesty colors to go along with it. Like, I thought about the weirdest things and why I didn't like him. Everybody else talking about other things. Oh, this, oh, wait, where's the ETH? Recycling the ETH. I'm like, nah, this guy is weird. Then the manipulation 22 months later, after the Hex low, January 5th, 2020, 22 months later, the coin went all-time high, right? 10,000x on paper, right? Like, damn, oh, woo, I missed it. I miscalculated, misjudged the whole situation, diversifying the building, misjudged the whole situation. But that's neither here nor there. Because think about, like, my whole thing is people who believe the Maxis lost. Maxis lost. I mean, it's just Maxis lost. Big time. Big core coin believers. Maxi lost. Unless you got into a project and you were an insider, you had the exclusive early information where you were able to get in early and finesse a situation, or get a bag from your friend who hooked you up, right? You learned how to do some liquidity providing. You learned how to bot these charts, these coins, these systems. You learn how to snipe. You learn how to do something greasy to get to a bag. Unless you did that, you're dead in the water. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care if you're still up from Hex all-time low. All-time low was January 5th, 2020. 4 zeros and a 5. Nobody thinking about all-time low. Everybody's thinking about what the hell happened from the all-time high from September 2021 till now. Everyone thinking about, those who know, they're thinking about what happened. What happened? Oh, no, you're going to blame macro. Everything is about external factors and variables. Cryptomatic, what's going on, man? Happy New Year. Everyone think about external factors. Everyone think about, oh, there's not enough marketing. And it's not even everyone think about that. It's the head person who continues to deflect and shift blame and take no accountability for no longer streaming, no longer engaging with the community that he built. He really built the community. From his speech, his streaming, hours and hours and hours long, his constant engagement, where regular schmegular people would be able to contact him and he would respond on social media platforms. Live streaming, live interviews, live debates, and also appearing live in real life in certain events. Those things, those activities, right, helped to establish, to create, and to build a community of people who became devout believers, like as if it was a religion. This thing is like super polarized. People are fixated. This is a situation where certain people, you could tell, are obsessed with this situation. I mean, to the highest levels of degree. That's why you can say this is a cult. Folks have tatted, right, the logos on their bodies. They've done a lot of things to show you, oh, they're ride or die. And how do you think it got up to that? Not only with price appreciation, but it was the work that he did, that he tells you he works for nobody, this and that and this. It's for him being present. It's for him having constant debates with people, right? Providing some form of sordid entertainment and maybe even education, hours and hours and hours and hours. This constant marketing, constant programming that he was doing built, helped generate not only interest, but help people make money on top of that. However he manipulated, Fandango, bamboozled, whatever he had to do, trickery or whatever, help people see a boatload of money, and then there was like no turning back. Some people just ride or die till whatever, till the, you know, they're gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. What's the difference now? In other words, what I'm saying is, people say all the time, oh, he didn't disappear. Oh, why are you crying? Oh, what's the purpose of whining? What's the purpose of this and that? Pulse Chain is missing the entire head of the whole operation, because the head no longer believes that streaming is necessary. The head no longer believes that having live debates is necessary. The head no longer believes engaging with the community, even on a thing like Twitter Spaces, is no longer necessary, and hasn't been necessary for the past 3 years. You don't need to do streams with influencers from the community anymore. You don't need to jump on a stream. You don't even need to jump on a freaking Hex or Pulse Chain conference anymore. And you don't think these things have a direct effect? You want to talk about causal effect and relationships, cause and effect? Sir, you understand? You see, the games that he plays are not only hurting the entire operation, but they ultimately hurt him. See, he as he tries to fool people into believing that the community is at fault, because the community continues to sell. The community doesn't market well enough. The community needs to promote the chain for and market the chain towards porn stars. The community needs to do everything it needs to do, because everything is already built and set up and everything is fine, is absolute BS. No, everything is not fine. Everything isn't fine. And for him to say that he hasn't disappeared also, and y'all let him get away with that. Y'all, meaning the people who continuously support him and pretend like there are no problems, there are no fundamental issues going on here, and that when you raise real questions, you raise, right, real issues, it's perceived as hate, like children, because he refuses to address the issues. In a space where you want to talk about people sacrifice for a chain to promote and support free speech, you have a founder who no longer even engages with the community like he once did, that helped build something from the grassroots level that generated relevance for him. He will block you and act like that's doing something positive for the entire operation. Oh, you blocking everybody? What are you going to do? Block the entire internet? Because the amount of people who support versus the people who are asking questions and concerns, the first folks that are asking questions and concerns are growing. I see it on the timeline. That's just real. And then there are people who are just afraid to speak, and you could tell who they are, because they just don't speak. And they've been here since before the beginning. It will act as if his absence of leadership has been positive. It's the last day of the year. It's the last day of the year. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. The absolute last day of the year, and you can add this to the chronicles of Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, the whole RH saga. Add this year to document, again, to chronicle. It's all on the blockchain. The miserable performance of what's been happening, but again, blames it on the people. And I always bring this up too. Since Cryptomatic, what's up, man? I saw him come through the chat. I don't know if he's still here. But when I think about the marketing, like when he keeps throwing shade at the community about how the community fails to market enough, how are you going to ask a person like DJ Cryptomatic, who's an advocate, avid supporter of RH and Hex, not only an avid supporter, but streams every week, multiple times a week on Twitch and on YouTube, multiple times on Twitch, music, just trying to really engender goodwill, fellowship, have a good time, listen to some music weekly, multiple times during the week for years. How do you tell a person like that, we need to market some more? While he's been absent for 3 years, while he no longer streams, while he no longer jumps on the spaces, while he no longer does any interviews whatsoever, nothing, right? He doesn't jump, again, anybody who used to do this regular streams on panels, Hex believers in the beginning that did the YouTube thing, he would jump on that stream. Whether it be Hexo, whether it be Crypto Coffee, whether it be some Cabana, Havana Hour, whatever, he would jump on their streams. Right? Engage with people in his thing, whatever, to communicate, to contact, to build, to create confidence and trust. The same processes that he underwent the first 3 years, the first 2 years of his entire Hex operation, he no longer does. And that's supposed to help the chain now? That's supposed to help the chain now? Like, what? Look. That's it. Like, this, it's really you can bring up so many examples. Like, I can bring, and I'm not even a forensic, like, I don't even peruse to the blockchain and analyze like certain people do all the time very well, and they share their findings on the timeline. I don't even do that. I don't need to do that. I just go by what I've observed. And I got too much going on, questioning, too many examples to question, like, what the hell has this man been doing, y'all? What the hell has he been doing? People have more receipts than I do. Easy, because I got a life to live, right? Like, I don't have the time to be on the internet 24/7 and doing this and that and this. I just enjoy this crypto thing, man. And I find this whole situation with Pulse Chain fascinating, and not in a great way. It's just like, it's damn near scary. Because I'm looking at it like, yo, this dude is self-destructing. He's self-imploding. This guy can't be, you can't tell me there no, like when I talk about external fact, when, something happened. This dude ain't happy. He's scared to death. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. You shifted 180 degree. You shifted from being the absolute, like you are the focus, the pinnacle of marketing for your entire operation. Forget about the community marketing, because the community can market more than him. This is the problem. It's been the problem that folks want to ignore. The community can't outdo him with the marketing, because the community didn't build these freaking protocols. Like, as far as like come up with the idea of Hex in the beginning anyway. This thing came from him, right? This is why he was able to raise over $1.6 billion, because the community believed in what he was talking about. The community believed in him, especially after he showed the crypto world 10,000x. So that was the linchpin. That was like, once you show that, oh, hell yeah. Oh, you got another situation you launching? Two situations that you're launching, sacrifices that you're launching, that got the potential to do the same thing of what Hex did. There you go. That was the mark. That he's the guy. Realizes, yo, you can't disappear and think everything is gonna go well, unless this was the plan from the beginning. How are you gonna disappear and think like the community? You're not Satoshi Nakamoto. Never will be. You could never be a Vitalik. You could only be you. But something happened. Somebody put the fear of the creator something happened, y'all. Like, something happened, and he's scared to absolute death. For real. Because when you look back at his content, the first 2 years of this 6-year period, this 6-year history with him, the first 2 years, I don't care about what he was doing, selling sex toys and dildos and car stereo. I don't care about none of that. From December 2nd, 2019 till now, the first 2 years, up to Hex second anniversary, when he was physically going to parties, people were taking pictures with him, dancing and all that. Between that period and now, you don't see the difference in everything? Everything went to crap. Everything went to crap. Waited 2 years for a Pulse Chain and a Pulse X to come out. Finally comes out 2.5 years later. What are we working with? What are we working with? Miserable fail. Would you have sacrificed, knowing what you know now, seeing and understanding what you understand now? Would you have done the same thing, knowing that this person was going to disappear, and pretend like they're still around and tell you that they haven't disappeared? Making weird trades, the Ethereum top thing, all kinds of stuff you did with the OA, staking 15 years, the farm emissions for Inc., you switched that up 3 times. You want to talk about, no admin keys, but you got all the admin keys in your situation. Like, all kinds of stuff you did, sir. Like, promoted PDAI. Then that collapses. No, I don't like PDAI. Leave me alone. Let P Dye die without me. You ran from even streaming. You ran from Finland. People, you on the run. You hiding. So like you think none of this has an effect? Interpol. You think none of this has an effect on how people are gonna feel? What people are going to feel in this emotion riddled market base? This shit is all about emotion and psychology. Oh, you running, sir? Oh, you not streaming? Oh, these people are after you? You got a mugshot? Are these people looking for you for some taxes and beating up a child? These allegations? You don't think, and then you want to not talk? You want to not stream? You want to disengage, and you want to disparage and denigrate and insult your community at the same time when people got issues? What do you think is going to happen to the chair? I don't care about some tech, y'all. Like, y'all keep talking about you got to be positive, bruh. You don't see the positive nonsense that's happening? That's affected your bags, our bags? But take the onus away from dude and leave it onto the community. That's what y'all doing? That's what y'all gonna do? The streaming being public, right? The visibility helped birth him and Hex. The whole situation. The whole situation. Being present, being available, connecting to the same people who believed in his words is what gave him relevance, is what gave the coin value, because people said, oh, shoot, you like what this guy is saying. Yo, you're going to buy into it. Especially if you see yourself making money. You put $100 in that John, AA lobby, blah, 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 and you bought the bottom, January 5th, 2020, $100. 22 months later, you're looking at something crazy at 1,000,000% gain. What do you mean, like, folks? I mean, I don't. What are you talking about? And then that whole time, it was constant stream all through the week. Like, you see how Cryptomatic didn't miss a step streaming. You had multiple streamers cooking every week, every other day, regular, for like a good solid 12 months strong. Off of his merit. What I'm saying here, I'm talking about the founder giving props to streamers in the community. You don't think all those things have an effect and actually helped? Right? Help create a community of people who believed in the situation and then made money on top of it, bro, where people just lost their shit. Of course you're going to make a movie. There's money to be made. There's money to blow. 2021, everybody locked down, and then you making computer money to blow. You can't even go outside, but yo, you caked up. People are going to party and feel good because there's a lot of bad shit going on in the world, y'all. You watching Bitcoin do 60, 65K and all that, the Ethereum all-time high, and plus this thing that everybody was saying was gate kept went up 10,000x And you don't think people are gonna celebrate and be happy? Yeah, people lost their shit. Like, yeah, you lose your yeah, party, party, party. Sex, drugs, crypto, and rock and roll, all that. And on top of that, you got you got the inside scoop, even though it was public, but you still got an inside scoop online about 2 sacrifices. Oh, dude is gonna do another one with that. Oh, here, take my money, bro. Take my money. You made this money flip so many times, where folks had it changed their lives. No longer had to work anymore, right? Had life changing, wife changing, husband changing money, slut changing money, thought changing money. And you mean to tell me you launching something else for some freedom of speech and freedom of movement? Oh, you and on top, huh? Oh, take my money. Take my money. Yeah, that's what that was. You're not thinking clear like that. Some of you were, but a lot of it's all emotionally driven. It's just like, yo, all this stuff going on. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then when the dust settles, like it settled the last 4 years, and he's not as active anymore on the net. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know, this is not hard. This is not hard. Like, it's not hard, man. Crypterian in the building, Buffalo Heart in the building, Firefighting 82. It's been a minute. What's up, man? I should be more anonymous. Peace, 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 peace to all y'all, man. Jay, everything in the building. Gratitude, gratitude. Yo, Happy New Year to everybody, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Look, I don't care if you like dude. I don't care if you still maxied out. It's all respect. That like listen, man. I don't care about none of that. I just talk my talk. Don't take none of this personal. Cause my thing is direct to him, though. I don't care. Like, it's direct for him. Like, for real. The only thing that I find weird is how people still want to just make excuses for him. Like, to be honest, like that kind of like it raises question for me. Like, yo, guys, like, ladies and gentlemen, like, y'all don't see something fundamentally crazy going on here? The head is no longer operating properly anymore. So what do you think happens to the body? The head is absent. Like, dude, absent, bro. I get it. Oh, no, he's still around. Look, he didn't disappear. Proof of life. He proved that he's still alive and all that. But, yo, all he's doing to me is proof of fear. That's all it is to me. Proof of fear. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's scary and it's not a joke. Like, I'm looking at him like, yo, this guy, you stepped into a world of poo-poo. He stepped into a world of poo-poo. That's it. He stepped into a world of shit, y'all. No BS. No BS. I do not envy him. Yo, I'm telling you, man, like, can you imagine, bro? Like, places he can't go to anymore? You think dude is really free? You know what I mean? Like, you got all this bread. People expect you to do all kinds of stuff with the sacrifice money. All that no expectation thing went out the window, y'all. You knew what it was. Oh, no expectations. Wink, wink. Everybody like, yo, you better move that sack money. Oh, he moved it. He moved it, all right. Dude, tornado. Yeah, he moved it. He moved it and dropped 2 videos after he moved it and telling people, yo, you guys, you need to market more. You need to market and tell people, change your messaging in such a way so folks won't go look at charts. How? Like this guy lost it. Like, he's desperately seeking something and he's missing the mark. Like, you gotta be under duress. Like, yo, you can't stream no more. Because how does it make sense? You built your situation. This shit wasn't broken. Why are you trying to fix it in this weird way by being absent? This is what helped give you relevance. You dissing the same community that gave you 1.6 billion. Granted, I say that in quotes because everyone didn't come in. Everyone came in at different times. Some people, like the gentleman said, the person said in this chat, didn't sack. They just came into the community after the chain launched. And that's real. But the majority of people, I would think, sacrificed. And these are the same people that he want to call insult and, right? And be disrespectful towards because you can't take the smoke. You said you the giving tree. You said bring your heroes here to die and all that. Where's that energy? He doesn't even put out a thread to add to the scam list that he, remember that thread he used to have from October 2020 of all the scams, crypto scams that he had? He doesn't even repost that to update that. He doesn't even talk about the scams that's taking place on his own chain anymore. Like, this dude is completely different. Who's motivated? Only people motivated to sacrifice for Prove X is because you wanna gamble. It's only a gamble. Nobody cares about innovative technology. No, that's a gamble. A new lick so that you can see maybe you can make some more money because that shit is at whatever small amount of millions of dollars. It's at a small amount of millions of dollars. So it could be easier to pump for people to see multiples. It's a gamble. That's all. I ain't got nothing about no Prove X. And then you see last week they were issuing tweet about like there's a whole entirely separate company that launched the Prove X, same name, privacy. I think it's also crypto related. It's a mess, bro. It's a mess. Yo, dude is moving like he's on drugs, bro. You're moving like you're a fiend. You fiended out on something. It's either that or you like incredibly uncomfortable. Incredibly under like some type of duress and fear. Something going on. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Like, I don't wish that. I don't wish that. It's just that, yo, I don't feel sorry for dude, man. Like, what's you should have known better. What are you doing? Moving scary and wacky like that, you disappeared. It's a new year, bro. New year coming in, bro. And this is where we're at. You beat these people in court 2025. And what do we have to show for it? Tablets? Then you do a thing of reply guy. Yo, this dude just did a thing. Posted about your sharing like the stream, y'all. He did a thing about some reply guy that didn't go right. He tested it out and it didn't work, and so he's gonna do something. Yo, what is yo? You said you don't even communicate on the internet, but you talk about some reply guy efforts and reply guy, and this is and it's not working, and you're gonna do something else, bro. Like, you can't listen to what he's saying anymore, man. This guy, he's on drugs or something, bro. I don't care what you're talking about. That dude taking IV drips like Diddy. After Diddy wows out in his old parties and stuff, want to get right. You got somebody connecting you to a needle and an IV drip to get your system right. Like, I don't know, man. It's nasty, nasty work, bro. don't like stuff like that. Look, man, look, man, I said, yo, I was like, yo, 4 months ago, I was saying, yo, if this thing don't pump by the end of this year, it's a wash. And look, we at the end of the year. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what it is? The end of the year, all-time low season. All-time low is L after L. Just like the dude said, my man said in the Telegram group, yo, the best time to buy Pulse Chain is tomorrow. Because it's all-time low. You don't know when you want to re-enter. You re-enter and you close your eyes, walk away from the device, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This. Come on, bro. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. Yo, he need to have a doctor next to him, man. He need to have some kind of clinician and be like, yo, sir, what you feeling? Oh, you feeling like you got, huh? No, here's your medication, man. Take your meds, bro. You took your meds? All right, then you gotta have a therapist to have a session. Not the crypto psychologist. Not him. You gotta have a real therapist. So you could sort some stuff out, man. Yo, you need a clinician, man. You got the bag. You need to have a portable therapist and a portable psychiatrist next to you, bro. A mobile therapist and a mobile psychiatrist, bro. On deck. Hello, Dr. Sinnernerl. Yes, Richard Hart here. I called the top. I called Richard. Did you take your medication? Like, you need to have somebody like that. Since you think you got everything going on, clearly you don't. You need to get professional help, bro. Go to a clinic, wherever you are. Do they have doctors? I'm sure they do. Come on, man. You got the money. You got something, right? Or yo, that's another thing. I don't know if he really got it like that, man. I don't know. This dude, I don't know, man. You ran and they took your watches. And you don't think that's a story? That's an issue? You ran, bro. You don't think that has an effect on everything going, huh? Your grill, and they take the mug piece, the pictures they put on the red notice too, man. That is not the most favorable of anything, man. It gets you even more pissed off if you care. You're like, look at this guy. This is who you dropped $1.6 billion on. This is the guy he on the run to and telling you he didn't disappear? And that he's in this with y'all? Who he playing with? You see, this is what gets people pissed off, right? Let me tell you something. This is what pisses people off, right? No, don't come after me. I'm tax-paying citizen, man. Don't come. Yeah. Keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. So, like, people get Gandhiji in the building. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year to you and yours. Some people, like, you ever knew that person in your life, even growing up, a kid that's always been just a maximum dickhead? Like, they just do dickhead shit just to piss you off. Annoying as that's him. Like, you do stupid stuff. And then you want to insult people, talk about you with us. You with us. How are you with us? I'm with y'all. Oh, now you with y'all. You not, huh? That's what gets people even more vexed, I'm telling you. You know? Yo, man, do that. Like make it interesting. This dude want to talk about, like, because you could tell. Like, and it always goes back to this, because this is what it's about. Sex, drugs, crypto, rock and roll, huh? Sex, drugs, music, and some crypto, right? The whole thing with Pulse Chain, if you know the origin, it's about some sex, right? Yo, yeah, hey, you don't think people would gravitate? Like, the marketing is not hard, bro. You just corny with it, man. He's not marketable like that, man. The marketing is not hard, man. Make that thing interesting, man. Make that thing interesting, man. You get on a you do a pre-recorded, have a pre-recorded where you talking to a fine, exquisite female specimen. Even if you're not into females, I don't care. What is it? Whatever, man. Make the shit interesting. You talking to a chick, huh? Flip it. Do something different. You're not. Hey guys, I'm here. I'm with y'all. Listen, Deca. What? Some it's better to pump something that's worth Deca millions than a billion. Uh, Tell that to a girl who's rolling her eyes. You know what I'm saying? She's sucking on a lollipop, so her lips are mad plush and supple, waiting to suck on something nice, and you just fumbling the bag, make people laugh at you, right? And find you more interesting because at least you're doing something different that no other crypto anybody's doing to grab the fucking attention. You want to talk about marketing? You're the main marketing person. So market your shit. But you scared. This is why he's uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, he's not in a comfortable situation. Can't think clearly. Can't think. You know what, man? I'm married, so I can't really. Shit, man. That shit would be crazy, man. What? You talking to a girl, man. You talking to a girl, and she got some lollipops, bruh. It's a Rizzy. It's a rap. It's a rap. It's a rap. Come on, bro. Lipstick. What we doing? Lip gloss. What are we doing? People are not creative. They don't use their imagination. They don't allow their spirit, right, to work through them so that they can really connect with the people in a way that makes sense. You think you call your thing Pulse from orgasms, right? Make it work. Make it work. Fool. Oh, but you telling people, oh, maybe, they need a, because porno got industry. They got crypto ads in porno. You can't build on top of that even more yourself. You can't build on top of that more yourself. You want people to do the shit for you? Shit ain't gonna work because they're not you. You're the one that got 1.6 billion. You're the one that beat the SEC. Not the people you want everybody to do shit for. Not the one you want everybody to work. The shit ain't gonna work because it hasn't worked. It hasn't. Bruh. Motherfuckers dropped music videos. The shit didn't work. Motherfuckers went on tours. The shit didn't work. Motherfuckers stream all the time. The shit not working. What? Huh? And on top of that, you absent. You just talking shit in a pre-recorded. You're not doing enough. But you thinking you're doing everything, that you're working hard. No, you're not working hard. You're not working hard. Show the people you're working hard. Piss some people off even more. Come and find me. Come and find me. Come and find me. While in the lap of luxury, huh? With something sexy massaging you. And showing that they massaging you. Not something crazy explicit, but right enough to catch the pique the interest of the people. This motherfucker right here, bro. No, man, please. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tin Top in the building. It's been a long time, Tin Top. Yo. Oh man, you can't. This thing can't. EX like this could sell itself. No, it can't. This is crypto. You gotta work to make it sell, man. Like you worked the first 2 years, and since you've been absent, the shit's been like not that good, and you can't pretend like you not the reason why this thing has been down, and your absence hasn't had an adverse effect on price performance. Come on, man. Come on, man, because something has changed. And when you ask, why did you change up? When you ask, why did you change up? It's a problem. When clearly you changed up. And the changing up that you did is hurting him, hurting his reputation, hurting everything on the chain, and he don't give a F. He'll tell you about a new lick called ProveX. What happened to your main John? Oh no, because when somebody puts money in, everybody sells. Why? Because you're a jackass and you've been absent. You don't stream anymore. You don't do interviews anymore. You don't even jump on the spaces anymore. You want to tell some people on Twitter, oh, this and that reply guy don't work no more, and block everybody on Twitter, or so many people on Twitter and act like you're doing something. Like that's helping? In other words, this is what I say about people don't like him. Like, make people like you again, man. Make people think you cool and shit. I'm not gonna like the dude. The dude corny, but it's not neither here nor there. We here for the money. There's no money. Ain't no money. You can't even make the shit interesting. You motherfuckers go on tours and do all this shit, and you don't even make it interesting for people in the outside to come see what's going on here. Grab the attention of people. Yo, this thing called Pulse Chain, yo, that shit crazy, man. Yo, you know what's called Pulse? You know why it's called Pulse? Nobody building off that. Because everybody, some people will be offended, but others won't. Everybody not going to be offended when you find out what's the origin of Pulse Chain. Orgasm. Everybody, what are we doing? We were created from an orgasm. So what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What? Bro, Happy New Year, y'all.